Is this close enough? All right. I'm going to share a little bit with you about something fun that you could do during your shows this month. I think it's very topical. And I'm going to show you how simply you can transform a strawberry into a heart. Now, we have this great little V-shaped cutter that Pampered Chef sells, and it's a perfect writing instrument for chocolate or drizzling anything onto a coffee cake. You can pretend that you're a chef on a cruise ship and make cut your cantaloupes in half, your honeydew melons, your watermelons. Maybe in the summer you want to impress your friends by V-shaped cutting a tomato and putting a little bit of tuna fish salad in there and serving it. Or at Halloween, your pumpkins are going to look great. But I'm going to use it today to just take the core off my strawberry, and with just one cut, I have now turned my strawberry and transformed it into a heart. Isn't that cool? Yeah, so now I have a heart. Now, it's the little things in life, the little things that we do that shows our family and our friends that we care about them. And I want to show you how with just a couple of tools I can take this one heart and create several hearts. Now, this, of course, is our egg slicer. How many of you have little kids? All right, so in the morning for breakfast, you take that banana, cut it into threes, put it in here, and you've got bananas on top of the cereal, perfectly sliced. Or maybe it's the peeled kiwi inside of a fruit salad. Obviously, a lot of those Mexican meals that we make, you're going to be slicing up those black olives. You might be doing the mushrooms. And it is obviously called an egg slicer, so it does a great job on hard-boiled eggs, and you could turn it and make chopped eggs. So slice like this, give it a little flip, and now you have chopped eggs on top of your salad. I'm Italian. I think this is the best invention for fresh mozzarella cheese. So when I do caprese salads, I'm using fresh mozzarella. It is the perfect thing to slice my mozzarella. And obviously, it does a pretty cool job on strawberries as well. And with just one little click, I have now made a plate full of strawberry hearts. Oh, come on! You know, my name is Marie Friday, and today is my day. Yeah. So let's just think of where these strawberries can go. You might have a cheesecake. You might have a chocolate dessert. One of my favorites is to take my crinkle cutter and slice up a block of ice cream, put my strawberry hearts on it, drizzle it with a little chocolate, and then pipe some whipped cream around it. And it's great for Valentine's Day to maybe put some heart strawberries in your spinach salad. And, you know, it's the little things like this, the little special touches that we do at our show and we do for our family that shows people a little wow, a little something that you mean something extra special to me. And I want to talk about how not only can we transform strawberries into hearts, but I want to talk about what the heart of our business really is. And for Pampered Chef, the heart of the business is really us. We are the heart of Pampered Chef, and we are the hands and the voices to our company. And I would say to you that when you have a sharing heart, all kinds of things can happen. Think about that we are invited into people's homes. And the heart of the home is what? The kitchen. And around the kitchen table, that's where life really happens. That's where we celebrate things, we cry, we share our stories. The kitchen table is where life happens. And I want to tell you, Pampered Chef, Doris Christopher donated a whole bunch of money to the University of Illinois, built a building, and funded the Family Resiliency Program. You could look it up, you can like it on Facebook, and they've created a lot of public service announcements called Mealtime Minutes. But what they're discovering and finding from valid research, along with a whole lot of people across the United States, is that family mealtimes really does make a difference. If I could give you a magic pill that I would say Marna, this pill will ensure that your children will finish high school, that they would be less likely to have problems with alcohol or drugs, that your daughter would not turn up pregnant before she graduated high school, that your kids would end up getting a solid education and be decent people, you would probably take it. It's the family time together around the table, no matter what's on the table, and also no matter what time the meal is shared, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. That is where your values get transferred to your children. That is where, you find out things like, who's your favorite friend this week? Or, if I was going to make a special Valentine's dinner, what would you vote for the best dessert? Or, just talking to your kids. It's so important. Now, it's not just that we're feeding their heart, but we're also feeding their body. And if you haven't discovered, fast food is really not fast, nor is it cheap. And what we do with our tools is we save people time and money in the kitchen. We equip them with the right tools for the right job, but we also, this is so important, we give them an opportunity to save a lot of money without all the additives. Now, think for just a moment. I know that there's a lot of stuff in the news about how bad processed food is. Now, think about what I could do with my rock or my deep covered baker and get dinner on the table in 20 minutes. Now, ABC just recently, and some of you had it on Facebook or saw it, that they actually did a study. And the husband went out to go pick up dinner for the family while the wife was at home with the chef and cooked it. Her meal cost $12, his meal cost $31, and it took him longer to go out and pick up the food than it did for her to cook at home. Over the course of the year, that family would save somewhere between $2,000 and $3,000 by eliminating a couple fast food meals and supplementing just honest, quick meals made at home. So what you're doing at your shows is actually providing an incredible service. And I say that, people get lost behind the computer, and we need some face-to-face time with friends and family. And who doesn't like food and fun, right? Now, when you're doing your shows, just like I'm doing right now, I want you to picture that everybody in the audience has like this little, I'm going to steal this from Mary Christensen, I like her. She says, every person in your room has a little pilot light in their heart. And when you're up there doing your show and stuff, you're shooting sparks, and you're trying to ignite and excite and create desire and energize the people in the room. So there's an acronym that I use, and it's called FAYC, F-A-Y-C. And it stands for Forget About Yourself Completely. Because when the message you have to share with somebody else is more important than how you care they think about you, then you feel empowered to share your message. Now, we make a difference in so many ways. Whether it's somebody who's here who needs $500 a month, somebody who needs $1,000 a month, somebody who's always dreamed of taking their family to Disneyland on vacation. You have a choice. You have a choice in deciding what to do with your business. Nobody can tell you who to call, who to hang around with, how to spend your time. But I can promise you this. I can promise you. If you decide to intentionally work your business, if you decide to intentionally share, that what you have is a gift. And when I was growing up, one of my favorite poems, some of you might remember this, is yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift, and that's why they call it the present. And we really are given the gift of today, and we are really given the gift of a team. And I am incredibly blessed to be part of the best team in the company. And we have something special. Nancy Jo has always said, what goes around comes around. And I really think the golden rule serves us well in this business too, that when you do something good for somebody else, it does come back to bless you. And I encourage you to not be afraid of the message that you have to share with everybody, because you never know who needs to hear it. And whether it's for the free products, maybe it's the excuse to get together with friends, or maybe it's because Pampered Chef offers somebody an opportunity to get their family out of debt. So I know this sounds kind of strange, but I read a book once that said work backwards. Think about what you'd want somebody to say at your eulogy, and live your life to make sure they do say that. So, what do you want your children to say about you? What do you want your friends to say about you? What would you have wanted to achieve in your business life? And pursue excellence. There is no reason not to be outstanding. So, you're going to hear from the best of the best here tonight. I am so privileged to have a girlfriend named Marta Ross, who I'm going to call up here right now. And she certainly is a woman of excellence. And you've seen her picture. Anybody have a come join us or come grow with us book? You might recognize her face on some of the brochures we have in the company. If not, you have yours on you. I'm sure she'll sign them for you. Marta has always been somebody that I've admired. Excellence in sales, excellence in recruiting. She has an incredible work ethic, an incredible show ethic, and I'm just going to let her share with you some of her best tips.